say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cavaliers offense will get the first crack at it here. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll go right back to the run. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level. And this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
And the Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming. Lost a throw on first down. He's got him.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Shotgun snap on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the third.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location out in front of his big man. He was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Clay. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the throw and gets it to the 29. The Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And the Cavaliers in goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia! Great job by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that.
And with the the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs offense will get the ball for the first time. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film, have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent. He is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is...
He's going to go for a big one. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. The second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Right down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Quarterback extends the play. First down and more. Coming it on. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience and bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cooper. Bounced off his feet. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Trying to start the drive with a pass.
Changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked out at the 13.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying the left side. Not a lot of room there, giving a couple to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball is there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Gets it out. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking to throw on first down. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll keep it himself. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run play action. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got a wide open receiver. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when you're down there, focus on execution and get 6 points.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He's got it. First down and 4. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of sometimes we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Harrison. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. 42 Spider. 4-2. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Hand off from the shotgun. Steamrolls his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. 3-25. Caught in the backfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away.
Got some room under the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. A little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute. Brings it to the end. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Buying some time. Makes the catch. It's Green. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Jennings. It's Anderson. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and with field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Cavaliers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out and light it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Go up through the field, and we are not going to complain.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Complete on 3rd down. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week.
The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10.
Wide 18, Rocky switch. Wide 18, ready?
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route.